Hello, and welcome to Happy Thoughts, where you can discover the tools and techniques to create the life you want. I'm Cathy Brown, Master Law of Attraction Life Coach, here to help and guide you. Well, in my last Happy Thoughts, we talked about part one of the secret sauce to help you create what you want. And part one was getting into alignment, taking a few minutes, asking the universe to help and support what you want. Well, that's step number one. So the secret sauce, step number one is alignment, and then you combined alignment with step number two, and that's momentum. So the secret sauce is alignment, momentum. And I want to thank my mentor, Christy Whitman, from the bottom of my heart for teaching me this mantra, alignment, momentum, alignment, momentum. Well, let's talk a little more about part number two to get you into alignment and then move forward. You see, once you are in alignment, the universe knows what you want, and you know what you want, and then they, being the universe, start to bring it to you, but you have to take some action, some forward momentum, so that the universe then can help you. You see, if you do nothing, you are always in alignment, and that's a wonderful feeling, but nothing gets done because you need to initiate some sort of forward movement or action. Let's say, for example, you want a new relationship. Maybe you want a new boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. So you have put your order in, so to speak, got in alignment with the universe, yes? And then you need to take some action. Because if you do nothing, if you get into alignment and then sit the whole weekend on the couch watching Lifetime movies, nothing's going to happen. You're not going to find that relationship. Unless perhaps you decide to have an affair with the postman or the mailman, okay? So you need to take some action. Let's use that example of finding a relationship. What actions could you take? Well, maybe you could go out with friends and just enjoy the evening because you are out there and now you have the possibility of meeting people. Or maybe join a club that you have a sincere interest in, not just to find somebody, but because you enjoy doing that. Maybe join a dating service. Maybe talk to friends, saying that you really would like to look into finding a relationship, and maybe they can bring people to you. So you see how it works? Once you start taking action and moving forward, and it doesn't have to be directly connected to what you want, but you've got to take some action, because then the universe can start giving you ideas of things to do, or maybe bringing people into your path that if they're not the relationship, maybe they know somebody who might be, and so forth. So you need to take action. Let's say you want a new job. What action could you take? Maybe you could look at Indeed.com. You could look at the want ads. Another action might be, if you know people in that industry, talk to them. See what's available. Start getting out there. The key is you need to do something. You can't just sit and be in alignment, even though it's a wonderful feeling. You're not becoming a monk sitting on the top of a mountain in your saffron robes, meditating all day. That would be wonderful, but that wouldn't bring to you what you want. Now that sounds fairly easy, right? Sometimes it's not. Oftentimes we get stuck. Maybe we're scared. Maybe we're not necessarily happy with where we are now, but that big world out there is kind of scary. So we just kind of stay home. Or maybe we don't feel worthy. We think, who am I to think I can have that? Or maybe we need more prep time. Like research, and we research some more. Excess research is another phrase for excuse. And maybe we're just fixin' to. Let me explain that term. First of all, if anybody is from the South, I apologize. because fixin' to is a Southern term. And personally, it's not my favorite term. Let me share a story with you how I came to understand this term fixing to. You see, when I was living in New York City working for Morgan Stanley, my older daughter got married to a boy from Alabama. They lived in Birmingham. And every time I got a free weekend, I'd fly down to see them because it was so much fun to see them and visit with them. Well, one summer weekend I was down there, and Andrea and her husband Tony took me to their friend's home. And they had a very nice home outside of Birmingham, and it was a beautiful summer afternoon. So we were sitting on the porch with the husband, while the wife was in the house fixing us lunch. And we were just having a wonderful time. We were sitting in these beautiful white rocking chairs. Oh, doesn't it remind you of the South? Yes, the nice rocking chairs. And we had a glass of sweet tea, and we were rocking back and forth, and then just totally enjoying each other's company. And about 10 minutes later, the friend's wife comes out and says, "Hun, are you going to cut the grass today?" And he says, "Well, yeah, I'm fixing to." And then he continues back with his conversation with us. And we continue our rocking. Now about a half hour goes by. And the wife, who's now kind of irate, she sticks her head out and says, "Honey, what about the grass?" And he looks at her, kind of disgusted, and he goes, "I told you I'm fixing to." You think the grass ever got cut that day? Do you think so? No, no, no. Why not? Because he may have been in alignment with doing it, but more likely he was in alignment with us. There was no momentum, there was no action toward cutting the grass. So you need to have both. You need to have the alignment and you need to have the momentum or the action in order for you to succeed in what you want. So the reason I give you this story is I want you to really understand that there are times when it's wonderful to relax and sit on the porch with iced tea or sweet tea, whatever, and just enjoy relaxing and chilling out. But there are also times when you want to get out there, set your goals, kick butt, and get her done, yes? And those are the times that you need alignment and momentum. Alignment and momentum. The recipe for success. So now you have the secret sauce. Alignment and momentum. Have some fun getting out there and creating. And if you'd like to drop me a line and let me know what you're creating, I would love to hear from you. Well, thanks again for watching. And if you'd like to know more about me or my coaching, please check out my website, lifecoachingbycathy.com. And until next time, let's transform lives together.